Hey everyone, my name is Nathan Pay and welcome to another episode of Blu Ocean Crypto. Today I'm going to be covering the recent update to Big Time, which is pretty exciting. Whether you're a seasoned player or just starting out, this update has something for everyone in our community. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel to stay up to date with all the developments and changes to Big Time. And if you find this information useful, be sure to hit that like button. It really means a lot to us. So let's dive right into it because there's a lot to cover. First things first, there is a data wipe, meaning everyone is going to be starting over, but of course your NFT assets are still intact. In terms of gameplay, first-time users will now experience an entirely new flow that accelerates early gameplay and provides a much smoother experience getting started. This is a highly welcome change, as before there was almost too little hand-holding, and which led to a little bit of confusion and lack of understanding, so I'm really excited to see this as a change. Additionally, they've added a new dungeon tile set, the Tomb of an Unknown Pharaoh, which adds some variety to the gameplay, which is much needed. It's important to keep in mind that this version of the game is still an alpha, so there will be limitations on the diversity of gameplay. In addition to the new dungeon, they've also added some quality of life improvements, like elemental orbs that move during boss fights and daily, weekly bounty quests. These additions should improve the game's replayability and give players a greater sense of accomplishment. It's great to see the developers thinking about these details. They've also added public event drill rigs, which are associated with different elemental types, and players can now fast travel between unlocked waypoints. Additionally, new shock weapon gems can be crafted and tested out. These are all great improvements that are going to overall enhance the gameplay experience for its users. If a player's position is unavailable when rejoining back into the server, their position from another instance in the map will be used to restore it, and this should help prevent any of the glitching or clipping bugs that were happening. Clearly, the developers have put a lot of thought into addressing issues like this, so it's great to see. They've also added a new cosmetic item called Footprint Effects, which leaves burning footprints behind as players travel through the game world. Additionally, emote animations have been added, and the UI for equipment cosmetics have been revamped for improved usability. Now let's talk about the balance changes made to the game. The developers have implemented some balances and changes based on user feedback and additional testing. Now, mission XP rewards will scale with dungeon level, demon chest drops have been improved, and projectiles of similar sizes will now stop each other. Additionally, drones will now hit players for a longer duration. Other updates include a reduction to the gold penalty for players under level 20, making the game a little easier from the start. Another update worth mentioning is that friendly players will no longer block or get in the way of projectiles. This is fantastic news, especially for spellcasters who often wanted to stay at the back of the group but found their teammates were getting in the way of their spells or projectiles. Additionally, the artifact fragment stack has also been increased, and the Shadowblade early game skill set has also been reworked to be more self-sufficient. For a long time, Shadowblades have actually been the weakest class, so it's really great to see that they're getting some attention and love. There are also changes to Fireball, Frostball, and Shuriken damage, but I'll skip over this because there's a lot of details to cover. I'm really excited about the changes to the personal metaverse. Existing tiles have been improved significantly, with larger and more diverse options now available. Plus, you can remove decorations from them, which is a nice touch. There are also new AI features, animations, and virtual effects that have been added to the game. Level updates include destructible cacti in the desert for added detail, and fixes in areas where players could either get stuck or escape the map. While it was fun to explore hidden zones, I understand the need for this change. There are so many changes to the UI, I won't list them all, but I will say it looks much cleaner now. They've fixed text, sizing, and even made improvements for players in other languages. Plus, there are new sounds for sashes and updated stats and descriptions. This is one of the biggest updates since the original alpha release. There are new audio improvements, which is fantastic to see. And while there were several bug fixes, one notable mention was the turrets. They were extremely powerful and caused a lot of issues, but now they've been adjusted. Also, health bars now display correctly in all situations. The Tree of Life now also stays active even when fauna is nearby, which is a huge relief. These are the main things that matter to me, but if you have time, there's a lot more to read and explore. Personally, I'm thrilled about the buffed Shadowblade class. It's about time they got some love. The new update brings customizable and spacious homes, which makes the game more enjoyable. Plus, newcomers will have a better experience with more guidance. And of course, the new dungeon is a significant addition. And I know we're all excited at the guild to jump back in. And until next time, cheers. Don't forget about our 1,000 subscriber giveaway where you can win $200, and if you need more information, be sure to join us on our Discord. See you there.